What's Belpost Hill?
Yeah, Brent Gergich, pretty happy with the way they've started. Obviously, try and use that extra man they've got now for probably 10 minutes of this quarter. So they've got 17 men, Werribee, and just not to get sucked in to some of the stuff's going on the ground.
Yeah, that's very important. That's definitely their most important part, that they'll just stick to their structure from here on in and make sure that they play their way, not get dictated by Werribee Centrals.
And Dale, as we said, Jamie Pole, but Matt Jovanovic has also been pretty good across full forward for Belpost Hill as well.
Yeah, look, he's been pretty good. And I think the movement up there, Bunworth's got a big job when the ball's coming in that quickly and heavily. He's got to, I suppose, make his own position to get to the ball. So if he can do that and hold him out for a little bit longer, it might let Werribee back into the contest. But need to work hard during this quarter.
All right, so just about ready for the start of the second term here at St Albans. 6-7-43, Belpost Hill, Werribee Centrals, as we said, 1-3-9. And see if there's been any positional changes made from both teams, especially, as we said, I'm sure David Leach livid at quarter time about Werribee Central's performance in that first term. Just a late goal. They're down to 17, so Belpost Hill has the loose man. And we'll try and pick up where they're putting that. It's Kavka, and he's on the wing, and I suspect he might be running with the ball as well if he gets an opportunity as well.
Just on our local listeners and watchers, Drysdale are up by 9 points in the first quarter of the BFL Grand Final.
We'll try and keep you up to date with that as well. The Ballerine down in Torquay, here at St Albans, 6-7-43, Belpost Hill, leading Werribee Centrals 1-3-9. Symes tries to get it down, his opposite number Lovell, gets the first kick towards Leach, who takes a diving mark in front of Martin at centre half forward.
In range.
For Werribee Centrals, he is a thumping kick to David Leach, so if he sets himself with the breeze, he's half a chance. Would be a great start for he and his side. The Centurions, they certainly need a couple of early ones to get back in the contest. And he's lining up now for a set shot. He's 65 metres out. He goes long with a kick towards the teeth of goal. They go up, fifth in line. Mark taken by Calvert. Umpire said play on. Pilkington kicked the goal anyway. And Blake Pilkington has put his first on the board, and the second for Werribee, just the start they needed in the second term. They go to 2-3-15, and they trail Belpost Hill 6-7-43. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Definitely the start they needed, Werribee Central, straight out of the midfield. David Leach has a massive role to play in this second quarter. He's got to, obviously, the coach of the side's got to get the charges going and get them back into this game, and he's definitely done well there with good clearance out of the midfield. And Blake Pilkington, of course, on the wing, played a great game last week, and he's definitely important for their structure and terribly important for moving it forward as the game goes on.
Yeah, I'm back on there, boys. Look, David Leach was livid. He looked them in the eye and said, you looked each other in the eye at the start of the game, come out to battle, and you haven't come out to battle. Be accountable, pick them up.
So the ball back in the middle of the ground. Tap out comes through. Teets working through the middle of the ground. Takes the interception. Goes in long. Who's it going to go to? Calvert's there. Johns is also there. I'm not too sure whether both those players are 100%. Ball now with Overall. Might be their downfall. Goes out wide. Finds Fletcher. So Fletcher has the ball now from the half back line. Has plenty of time to steady himself up. Gergic's the outrider. That's where he goes to now. He uses him through centre wing. Kicks the ball in long. Oh, Brent Gergic. That's not good. And the ball's gone over the boundary line and out of them a full. So the resulting free kick. Maybe Devon Ellis. Sean Simmons is coming up, and also Hall is, Braden Smith is there, and he's going to take possession of the ball on that half back line. So with some work to do during this second quarter. Probably could have been called the play on there. He stepped outside the line, goes looking for Lovell from the contest. Basely ducks his head, taken high by Lovell, and the free kick goes to that player. So it's going to be a situation where Caleb Basely's told to settle himself down, and he'll go back and take the free kick. Caleb Basely on centre wing. So he's got options further afield. Fletcher's the short one. He's got Gergic inside. He's also got Symes, but he goes to Gergic, the coach. Don't worry about next week, mate. You don't need to play next week. And it's Brent Gergic with the ball. And he's still in centre wing. Symes slips off again, goes to the middle of the ground, has time to steady now, runs forward, long kick into the forward line, goes looking towards Kafka, over the top, Simmons, picked up by Kafka, handball to Fantella, interception, did well there by Bunworth, had to do it because the ball was over the top, it was going to be a goal. He does well, Bunworth, tries to keep the ball in the field of play, unfortunately runs over the boundary line and will be thrown back in the forward pocket, 35 metres around from the Belpost Hill goal.
Definitely a bit of overpossessing there by Fantella. Shouldn't have put that handball through, should have just went on and kicked for goal.
So the ball, forward pocket, thrown back into play. Lovell over the top, knocks the ball down. Players standing over the top, but no one there prepared to get down. Now it's Simmons that's got his head over the ball. Ball comes out, goes towards Lewis. Lewis handballs back. Symes in the right spot, kicks round the corner, has it smothered, goes towards the half-forward line. Now picked up by Pilkington. He can't take possession of the ball, and the ball's gone over the boundary line, and it's going to be again thrown back in on the 50-metre line. We've gone some 3 minutes into the second quarter, and Belpost still 6-7, 2 goals, 3 to Werribee.
So a boundary throw in, left half forward for the Panthers. Right to the back of the pack now, Kavka through the middle.
Johns has got a groin.
So,
Got two of them, but
surprise.
one's not good.
Moreland fighting hard for it, tries to get it out. Simmons is there on hands and knees as well, still at half forward for Belpost Hill. Umpire letting play go on, he better come in and ball it up now, he will. And we will have a ball up, still 65 out from the Belpost Hill goal. They lead 6-7-43, Werribee Central's 2-3-15, 4 minutes gone, second term, 2010 GDFL Grand Final. And it'll be a ball up, Lovell and Barton to do the ruck work. Gergich is up there as well, punched away by Barton towards Holzbein. Chug though gets the clearing kick back towards the middle. Now Hall in a foot race with Jenkins. Hall will make it, don't worry about that. He can't pick the footy up though. Handball from Montgomery, missed a target. Coming through Fletcher, left foot kick around the corner towards Holzbein, close to the boundary line at half forward. He can't keep it in, and it's out of bounds for a throw in. Now on the left half forward flank, Belpost Hill into attack at the northern end of the ground.
Also, Brent Gergich is the player who's the extra man for Belpost Hill. He's put himself a kick behind the footy.
Frankie?
Interesting you say that with the extra man. It doesn't always work in your favour. You try and use it, and it doesn't always work in your favour. So just look out for that today.
We saw that a couple of weeks ago. I think Bannockburn lost one or something. Well, no, was it there? And they seem to do better with the time. But the ball's now in a neutral situation with the umpire to come in and take it about the 50-metre line, half forward flank, and work here. Montgomery and Chug and Moreland just saying hello to each other. I don't think they've seen each other for a couple of weeks. So the ball is going to be thrown up. Lovell's down there doing the work. Symes is also there. Lovell gets a tap down, didn't go far. Moreland, quick hands, good hands, and they come out of the contest. Vantella, he's cross sides, picked up there, goes to Lewis. Lewis steps around, needs to get foot to ball, does so. It's a quick kick into the half forward line. Standing under the ball is Bray. Actually got one high, thought he should have been awarded a free kick. Cornish comes out, goes towards Chug, and he kicks around towards Montgomery on the half forward line. Jenkins up over the top, needs to tap it to Hall, and Hall needs to get on his bike and go, but Jenkins does well, goes back and collects it, kicks round the corner, interception. That's split of play, and it goes forward, and David Leach takes the mark, didn't steady himself down, kicks in, one-on-one, Kitchen overall, Kitchen in front. Overall's done well on him so far today. Good body strength. Kitchen works hard though, has him over the ball. Now he's in trouble, tries to feed the ball out, went to Leach. Leach kicks back into the centre half forward position. Pilkington goes back, and Pilkington takes a mark. This guy can play football. He was started on a wing, went forward when they got Rosenweg went down with injury, kicked some goals, probably faded out a little bit, but he's got himself back up and running over the last couple of weeks, and that's when you need to be playing good footy. So Pilkington now with a chance to kick the third goal for Werribee, and they've worked manfully. They need to have this to get some reward for their effort. Pilkington comes in. It's a little chip. He didn't kick that with any confidence whatsoever. He has missed, and it's 1 goal 2 goals 4 now to the Werribee side, trailing Belpost still 6-7, 6 minutes gone, almost 7. Duckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So Lima with the ball at full-back for Belpost Hill. Chips the ball into Sean Lewis, takes the mark. 30 metres out from goal. They just spread the Panthers. He's got Overall short, he goes in that direction, and Symes, they line up. Overall takes the mark at defensive 50. He's got Martin in the middle by himself. He's been standing there for a week and a half. He can't get him the footy on the full, but he still gets him the footy. He turns around to Baird. He's going to be under pressure from Bray, and he's under big pressure. He gets the handball back to Fletcher, who loses it. Teets, he picks it up. He's wrapped up. Todoro under pressure from Moreland. He's wrapped up. Lewis with the turnover for Belpost Hill. He goes towards half forward. Pyle goes up and takes the mark, and will shoot for goal from 40 metres out, slide angle. He's kicked 4 goals already this afternoon, the plumber.
Obviously the midfield, too many players there for Belpost Hill. And even though they turned it over, they were able to win it back through hard pressure and good work. We see we've got another injury there. I think that's Dave Todaro, redone his ankle. It's the old story.
Courtesy of the Moreland tackle, great tackle.
Jamie Pole puts it through for his 5th of the afternoon, and the 7th for Belpost Hill. They go to 7-7-49. They lead Werribee Central 2-4-16. Buckley's Entertainment Centre, second quarter scoreboard, 8 minutes played.
Ball back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. As I said, Jamie Pyle now has 5 for the afternoon in about 38 minutes, as Grubby said. So it's a bloke that you need to make sure you keep a containment on. He's got one of their best in Braden Smith, but not doing the job today. Good tap out there. We'll give it to Lovell. Goes down towards Teets. He's tackled. Jenkins coming the other way for Bellpost Hill. Picks the ball up. Toby Bray, he gets the ball. Good smother. Pisano. Burke's there. Taps the ball forward. Bray's back there working hard again. Goes back to Burke. Went to give it. Decided to go himself. Runs round on the right foot and goes in long. Kick needs to favour Bellpost Hill. It doesn't. It's going to fancy. Oh, Kitchen got a favourable bounce, or actually ran past him, and now it's picked up by the coach in Leach. Went to the goal square. Montgomery picks it up, got round Gergic, kicked it to the goal square, and has missed to the short side. So a minor score when they need goals. 2 goals 5 at the present time. 7 goals 7. Bellpost Hill. Second quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Gergic kicks it in short to Fletcher, finds him inside 50, goes towards Symes. Great kick. At centre half back at defensive 50, takes the mark. Thought about short to Moreland, but he just elects to go to the coach. Doesn't have to worry about the game next week. He'll have 6 months off. Gergic, the coach. Left half back flank for Bellpost Hill, just settling the play down. He's got Jenkins on his outboard. He goes in that direction. Sets him a bit of a task. It'll sit for him hopefully. Leach comes at him, the 2 number 3s. He gets around him, handballs it back to Gergic under pressure. Got out of pressure now. He goes to Martin, a true centre half back. Martin chips it over the top. Now they're away. McNamara can run free. He's in the middle of St Albans. He goes with the right foot kick out wide towards the leader Pyle. Why wouldn't you go there? He can't pick it up this time. Smith against him also. Happy to see it over the line. For a boundary throw in 50 around for the Bellpost Hill goal.
Would like McNamara to be a little bit more assertive there with his play. Maybe if he just ran straight down the ground with no one on the mark and kicked it long inside 50 rather than going to the side, to the flanks.
So boundary throw in Barton from behind for Bellpost Hill. Pyle put his head over the footy. Didn't get a high tackle, said the umpire. And it will be another boundary throw in. A little bit of how's your father going on at half forward. Don't forget Werribee's still down to 17 at the moment, so another few minutes before number 18 comes back on the ground. Now Teets from the ruck contest gets away, gets the handball free to Bell. Runs through the middle for Werribee Centrals and goes long towards Pilgrim. Oh, Lima against Calvert. Took the mark, did nicely, chipped the ball over the top. He's been one of their best this year, Shane Lima. He chips out to Fantella. The Adrian Fantella wing out there, chips it out towards Pisano. Comes off his knee. And in fact, it's come off his leg, said the umpire. So it's out of bounds on the full. Pilkington will take the free kick. Centre wing on the outer side. 7-7-49 Bellpost Hill. Werribee 2-5-17. 11 minutes gone, Frank.
Yeah, it's amazing. They've had Lovell in the ruck now for a quarter and a half. They've got Hardiman standing there, ready to go, and he's literally walking now, Lovell. So
the ball's come from Moreland, and it's come inboard to Jovanovic. Still 50 out from goal, but great play Bellpost Hill with a turnover. So now Jovanovic will front and square it. Goes towards the goal square. He sets it up. Pyle, he'll go up. So will Symes. Falls short. Towards Pilkington again. The numbers with the Werribee, if they can pick it up, they can't do so. Pyle, he's everywhere. Handballs are back to Jovanovic. Inboard to Pisano. Off a couple of steps. Goes long towards the goal square again. Holds up. Holes finds Simmons punched away. And Holes finding the goal square. If it sits for him, it does, but he gets wrapped up. He can pick it back up and go with the right foot. Kick the goal. David Holstein has put his first on the board. And Bellpost Hill go further afield. 8-7-55. They lead Werribee Centrals 2-5-17. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard. Back to the middle now. And another goal to Bellpost Hill. Holes finds first. So it'll be Symes up against Lovell. Symes goes early. Lovell gets it down again towards Teets. Coming across McNamara to wrap him up, but he doesn't do so. Teets gets it long towards centre half forward. Punched away by Lima. Second effort, Calvert. Great work. And he'll shoot for goal from 40 metres out directly in front, Simon Calvert. Hardingham finally to come on the ground.
Calvert's been outplayed in this first half of the game for Werribee Centrals. So he needs to make sure that he kicks this goal, and he's got a great set of hands, so make sure that he's leading up and attacking the footy.
So Simon Calvert, 40 metres out directly in front, and has put it through. So his first of the afternoon, and the third for Werribee Centrals. They go to 3-5-23. They trail Bellpost Hill 8-7-55. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard. 14 minutes played.
Frankie on the boundary.
Yeah, they've been much better, Dale. The 3 or 4 times they've gone forward, they've actually scored. So even with the man down, they are looking better.
They've been doing well on the clearances this quarter as well, Dale. They've actually got 4-0, so definitely doing very well out of the centre breaks.
The combination of Lovell and Teach in the middle has been good for them, but they need to keep going. I reckon they need 3 more before quarter time without Bell Post still scoring to give themselves any chance after the half-time breaks. The ball back in the middle of the ground. Lovell over the top. Symes good. Went back to Teach, but it's picked up by Pisano. Kicks into the half-forward line. Venner's in there now at centre half-forward. Spoil comes from behind. Picked up by Toby Bray, so he's getting back and helping. Was a good player last week and was one of the reasons they got through, but the kicks only found Jenkins, and he will take the mark. Steady up play. Short kick over the top when looking for Holzfine, so he's good on either foot there, Jenkins. And that player Holzfine to kick the last goal for Bell Post Hill. Chips over the top. Venner in space by himself. Oh, was probably lucky there. Smith probably could have got it. The mark had been taken, so Andrew Venner outside 50. Brent Gergick's on the boundary line further afield. Oh, that kick's not good, and it's going to run over the boundary line. We talk about having momentum up and getting balanced. That wasn't what you do if a kid's watching football.
One-step kick.
Yep, no good, Frank, is it?
No.
Can't be done. Don't care how good you are. So the ball's now in the half-forward line for umpire to be throwing the ball back into play. Hardingham's gone down to do some ruck work. Jovanovic's also there. Tap back of the contest. Holds fine. Goes towards goal. Holds fine. Oh, he's at the post. And that's a pretty good snap there from that position. 8-8 now to the Bell Post Hill side. Takes it to 56. They lead. Werribee on 3-5. 23, 15, nearly 16 minutes gone. Second quarter. Bucky's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
He's put on a classic display of roving at the moment.
Simmons goes towards Hardingham, punched away, front of the pack. There he is again. Holds fine around the corner if you don't mind.
The plumber.
So Jamie Pyle, who's kicked 5 already. This for goal number 6. And great play, David Holzfine again, as Frank said, putting on an absolute clinic at the moment of roving and forward line play. And Jamie Pole to finish off his good work. Northern in the ground, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle, comes in and has kicked the goal. His 6th of the afternoon. And Bell Post Hill got a 9-8, 62. They lead Werribee Central's 3-5-23. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard.
Yeah,
Cal.
Forward line's functioning very well today, Bell Post Hill. Pyle finding himself in acres of space, which is just not good enough, really. You've got to be marking all your forwards, particularly Pyle, out of all of them. And this is one of Bell Post Hill's strongest areas, the fact that they can get free men in positions, or dangerous positions, and they just never seem to get manned up, and they just sort of play on the fact that other teams will have loose marking.
So we're back with the umpire in the middle of the ground. Hardingham has stepped up now, gone into the ruck. Lovell has come on to the full forward position, so they've got that tall option down forward. Must be long now before the extra player comes back on the ground. Coming through is Bray. He does well, taps it to his own advantage. Needs to pick the ball up. He needs support. Tobin does, gets down, goes to Holzfine, able to get a ball 40 metres down further afield. Leading the race for the ball, Kavka. Devon Ellis doesn't leave his side. This young kid's not a bad find. He can play football, works the ball around the boundary line. Well done, Devon Ellis. And he has been a good player for the Werribee side over the last couple of weeks during this final series. So the ball on centre wing. Hardingham down there with Symes. Symes had a break during the first quarter, but he works very well. Symes up over the top. Hardingham knocked the ball down. Tobin had a clean disposal, didn't have the ball. I think Bray thought he'd given the free kick away, went towards Galley. Galley takes the ball to Pisano, and Pisano, he takes the ball back over the boundary line. So again, not much ground gained there. And the umpire to come in and start play once again from that similar position. So just forward of the centre wing, ball thrown into play. Hardingham up, taps the ball down, runs towards the boundary line. Hall and Symes. The ball goes over the boundary line once again. And again, the umpire is going to come in and take possession of the ball. So it looks like Travis Ryan is going to re-enter the arena. And the ball has been thrown in the field of play. So it's tapped down, goes towards Hardingham. Holzfine's there, front sweater. Oh, we didn't have to duck too much. He's not a real big player, but Galley's not much bigger than him. Free kick goes to David Holzfine on centre wing. Turns the ball back inside Tobin. The further afield was Lewis. He's able to play on if he wants to. Has the short option, but decides to steady things up. And he now has Jenkins to his side. So as I said, they're very patient with the ball. Chips the ball over the top. Good spoil Leach. Goes to Hall. If he gets past Sean Lewis, he's in trouble. But a great tackle. Goes to Lima, to McNamara, who goes towards the half-forward line. Steps around Pillion. Had Fantella outside. Handball goes in that direction. Now Jovanovic marks outside 50. So he's outside danger zone, but he kicks in short. And Sean Lewis has pushed forward, and he takes the mark in front of Hardingham.
He's the loose man.
So Sean Lewis is going to shoot for goal. He's about 40 metres out from goal. He's kicking back into that bit of a breeze. This will be a testing kick for him. So Sean Lewis, I think he's still looking for options further afield. Has Barton, but he ignored him. He was there. He's still in space by himself. So Lewis decides to kick long towards the goal square. In front, Venner. Support from behind arrives for the Werribee side. Punches the ball over the boundary line, and will be thrown back to the field of play. Grubby on the boundary line.
Yeah, it looks like Werribee Centrals are going to get 18 men back on the ground. They've opted to bring back the boy that was sent off too, which is a bit strange.
He's got some pace. That's about the only reason he'd be going back on, I reckon, Grub.
Gergich back on for Symes. Boundary throw in, right forward pocket. Barton over the top. Gets it out towards Kavka, who just misses to the near side through for one behind. He's kicked 3 behinds this afternoon, Rob Kavka. They go to 9-9-63 Bell Post Hill, leading Werribee Central's 3-5-23. Buckley's Entertainment Centre, second quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes played. Simmons from fullback for the Centurions goes straight up the middle. Good kick for distance. Leach over the back though. Oh, great mark, Andrew Venner. Hands it off to Gergich, just back on the ground. Kick around the corner towards centre half forward. Pyle goes third line in line. Smith's there as well, off hands. Pisano gets the handball out somehow to Fletcher. Back to Lewis, off a step. Goes long towards the pocket. Basely on the ground as well. He's back and he gets around. Easy Simmons in the pocket. Right foot kick and kicks it out of bounds. Does he? He just brings it back for one behind to Bell Post Hill. So they go to 9-10-64, the Panthers. They lead Werribee Central's 3-5-23. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes played.
Game probably just in range, but I still think Werribee need to do some work towards the end of this quarter. We've probably got about 7 or 8 minutes to go. The ball kicked straight down the ground. That's a great kick. This time it finds Leach. So with 2 kicks, they could be at centre half forward. He plays on and goes wide. Target's going to be Burke. Simmons is also pushed up. He takes the mark. Pyle standing it. Kicks round the corner. The running player's Hall. If he gets on his bike, he gets a clean possession, but Jenkins leaves his man. Does well. Comes across, interception. Goes back along the boundary line. Pyle has player further field, Pisano, and they're away again, Bell Post Hill. Just need a favourable bounce. Can they get it? Doesn't matter. Pisano takes up a clean possession. Gets around. Smith goes to the pocket. Jovanovic by himself. Bunworth unfortunately slipped over and the mark has been taken by Jovanovic. He'll go back and shoot for goal. Frankie on the boundary.
Yeah, Jenkins has been fantastic across that half back line, just mopping up and just doesn't waste the disposal every time he gets it. So great effort.
Very quick movement down the field there from Bell Post Hill.
Something they do very, very well, Bell Post Hill. They're going to go back, Jovanovic, to try and square their behinds up with the goals. This will be their 10th. So Jovanovic comes in. Oh, he doesn't kick that ball too well at all. They probably could have put this game well and truly beyond reach at the present time, but 9-11-65, 3-5-23 to the Werribee side. 22 minutes gone, second quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So Bunworth will have the footy again at fullback for Werribee Centrals. Just chips the ball into the pocket. Chug takes the mark, captain of the side. And to get things moving, the Centurions late in the second term. Called to play on now. Goes to the right foot kick out long towards Hardingham. Pilkington's there as well, off the back of the pack. Barton to run onto it, the big fella. He needs some support. Got to pick it up first though. He didn't do that. Alice did. Handballed inboard to Pilkington, who followed it up. Handball inboard again to Calvert. They move the footy to centre half forward. Now Ryan back on the ground. Should take the mark. No. Good play, McNamara. Umpire said, well, he got a touch to it. He plays on quickly. Goes on his left foot. Left towards the goal. It's okay. Lovell takes the mark. Turns around. Kicks the goal. So Nathan Lovell kicks his first of the afternoon. And the fourth for Werribee Centrals. They go to 4-5-29. And they trail Bell Post Hill 9-11-65. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes played. Grubby on the boundary.
I'll tell you what, it makes a difference, doesn't it? 18 men, and that boy that got sent off, he did it last week and he's involved in the goal the minute he comes back on the ground.
Yeah, I like the move. I like Lovell at full forward for Werribee Centrals. Just straightens them up a bit. It was a good move for them in the semi-final, first semi-final or the qualifying final where they played. And I think as this game wears on, Werribee Centrals can get 1 or 2 just before half-time. They might still be in with the sniff.
So the two dinosaurs go at it. Hardingham up against Venner. Hardingham up over the top, taps the ball down to Galley. Handballs over the top, was Goodley. Went looking for Leach or Burke. He just taps it forward, went towards Lewis of Bell Post Hill. He bends over the ball, needs to pick it up. Escape routes out the back, and McNamara on the right foot, kicks back in towards the centre position. Barton's there, but Simmons comes out, meeting the ball. Didn't have the ball, and Timmy Barton gives away a free kick. So Simmons now has 2 players wide. First one is Leach. Has Hall wide if he wants to use him. Leach needs to load up. Don't know whether he's kicking the ball as long as he had, but he goes towards Lovell. Getting back. not taken there overall. Feeds the ball forward, picked up by Lima, has support backwards, and that's Martin. Can go inside, outside, but goes towards Fletcher on the boundary line. He's in space. Handball goes to Baird. Oh, Baird went to handball, lost control of it. Leach tackles, ball goes back to McNamara, back to Baird. Baird has a running player inside, which is McNamara, and he gets the ball back again. His kick off the side of the boot was a great kick because it found Fantella on that side of the ground. So Fantella from the centre wing goes in long, goes looking for Jovanovic. No one stopping with the ball out in front of him like that. Good delivery. Jovanovic quick to his feet, plays on, goes in long, one-on-one. Holes finds there, Bell's there, Holes fine. The smallest bloke in the field takes the mark. Good body use, protected the space, and David Holzfine is going to go back and kick for his personal second goal and the 10th goal for Bellpost Hill.
Bell very angry with himself there, conceded the front position, made it very difficult for him to get a fist on David Holzfine. He's a fantastic player, David Holzfine.
So Holzfine comes in, kicks at goal, and has brought it up short again. As I said, this game could be well and truly without of reach, but at 9 goals, 12 now, 66, they lead Werribee on 4 goals, 5-29. 25 minutes tick by, second quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Simmons from fullback, likes to come to grandstand side, looking for Hardingham. Pile in front, off the back of the pack bed. Breaks free, draws a couple of players, handballs it inboard to Moreland. Misses it though. Needs to pick it up, Chug. Hardingham, the big fella, puts the left hand down. Can't keep it in though. Fletcher, he does keep it in. Handball over the top to Pile. He can't keep it in now. That's out of bounds between wing and half forward. As we see Tilkinen coming off in front of us. Bit of an injury. Kelbert off as well. A rotation. Boundary throw in. Hardingham, Symes from the side. Over the head of Galley to run onto it. Back towards half-back for Werribee. Handballs it back to Alice. Off a standing start. Gets around a couple. Bray. He breaks free. Handball to Hall. He can run. Look at him go. Turbo. He goes now. One bounce and keeps going. Runs away from Barton. Left foot kick long. Kitchen on a long lead. Over the head of he and overall. Now Gergich getting back there against Leach. Jenkins going to come up against Lovell. Now Martin. Under pressure overall. Back to Gergich. The back four work well. Kick around the corner towards half-back. Looking for Fantella. Runs away from he and Cornish. And Fantella happy to see it over the line. And a boundary throw in now, left half forward flank. Werribee Central's into attack on the outer side. They trail 4-5-29. Bellpost till 9-12-66. We've been playing 27 minutes in the second term.
So the ball thrown back into play. Hardingham in the half forward line, taps the ball backwards, picked up there. Playing trying to get away as Teach. He drops the ball and the umpire's seen it that way. Sean Lewis, good tackle. Don't know whether there'll be any advantage there, but the umpire's going to make a more crisp ball and bring the ball back. So Sean Lewis on the half back line in between there and centre wing has the ball. Looks like Johns is going to come back in and test that groin out. So he comes in now. Sean Lewis kicks long out towards that wing. Barton's up in front. Never going to take him on there was Galley. And Tim Barton has the mark on true centre wing. Decides to go round further boundary. Don't know whose target is. Pyle, he's being held on to. I can see that from here. The umpire's definitely picked it up. Now advantage, no advantage. His ball comes back to Pyle. They have runners inside. If he moves the ball quickly, that's where he goes. I reckon it's going to go towards Kavka in the pocket. Kavka goes back, takes the mark, plays on from the pocket, goes the banana, and hits the post. Rob Kavka, 4 behind. You'll get a goal by the end of the day, but it might be all points, I reckon. So at 9 goals, 13-67, they lead Werribee on 4-5-29. Grubby on the boundary.
Just had a good look at Johns close up. He's in agony even walking, boys.
Yep.
So the ball had come into... the kick had come in from Bunworth to Toby Bray. Bray off with the blood rule by the looks of it. So Bunworth's come up to take the kick. And they'll have to bring somebody else on Werribee Central. So Toby Bray coming from the ground. Bunworth with the footy. So Kelbert allowed to come straight on because of the blood rule. You can see the leg of Toby Bray. So Bunworth has it. He chips the ball towards Montgomery. Oh, it bowls him. He's out. And he misses the footy. Baird doesn't. He gets it out wide towards that man again. Here he is, Jamie Pyle for goal number 7 in the first half. And he puts it through. 7 goals, Jamie Pyle. 10 goals, Bellpost Hill. 10-13-73. And they lead Werribee Central's 4-5-29. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard. 29 minutes played.
It'd be nice to see what sort of stat there is from turnovers, from kick-ins. How many goals Bellpost Hill's kicked from it? Because I think it'd be quite a few.
Yeah.
That's killed them today.
Jamie Pyle, 7 goals if you don't mind.
That's probably the best return I reckon ever. It's only over half time yet.
It's impossible for the Werribee Central's defence to...
They should be sending out the plumber because he's turned himself right on Doze on full extent.
it's possible for the Werribee Central's defence to make any sort of defensive play if their players kicking the ball out can't hit a target. It's just killed them today.
So back in the middle of the ground, it's Moreland who takes the ball, a high tackle, he's going to win a free kick. Sorry about that, Jace. And the ball now with Chris Moreland, decides to go out wide. Went looking for and will find that player and holds fine, so he's just pushed forward. Options going forward again. Guess where he's going? Pyle. And unfortunately for the kicker, or for Jamie Pyle, the kick just had a bit too much on it. It's gone over the boundary line into the forward pocket. Quite didn't expect this to be the result at this stage of the game, but it could get very ugly. So Calvert looking to come off the ground as well. Good point out there, Grubby. He's not travelling too well either. So again, there's going to fall down. Ball's kicked out of defence. Needs to go outside 50 with the mark going back. Pisano didn't take his eyes off the ball then. And Anthony Pisano at the centre half forward will kick the ball back into the goals. Doesn't look like a hamstring, looks more like an ankle. So the ball's now kicked in forward. Target's going to be Jovanovic. He's the only one that had eyes for the ball. Probably should have got a free kick anyway. Comes down as the siren sounds. It's the only thing that's going to save Werribee at the present time. And going into half-time, Bellpost Hill on 10-13-73. They will lead Bellpost Hill 4-5-29. Goal kickers at half-time, Jamie Pyle, 7 goals. 1, 2, David Holzfine, Sean Lewis and Matt Jovanovic. And for the Werribee side, their 4 goal kickers, Travis Johns, Nathan Lovell, Simon Calvert and Blake Pilkington.
So that is half-time, 10-13-73, 4-5-29. Bellpost Hill in the lead at half-time.